Alright, so this is just going to be a super quick video on how to remove the screen or kind of get the screen out on this Lenovo Yoga C740-14IML. So if you're going to do this, you want to first open up the bottom with a T5 Torx 5 screwdriver and then disconnect the battery. But anyways, first thing we're going to do is remove this little bar down here. I use my fingernail. You can use pry tools, so you go from here and then you kind of like pry it forward slightly. I like to use my fingers because then I can kind of grab the bottom part as well and kind of move it like this. Okay, just like that. Okay, then the tricky part is underneath here, there's actually a little pull tab that we need to get at. Let's see, so you can use tweezers or needle nose pliers for this, but basically, let me zoom in here. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna get under here, and you're going to lift this up and we're going to pull that out. It works best with some small needle nose pliers that have teeth on it so that you can actually grip this thing better. Okay, so you grab that and then as you can see, you can pull this adhesive out. And this adhesive you want to pull straight back just like this. Alright, it helps to kind of use two hands, so once it's stretched you can kind of let go of the other one and then pull this. And you want to avoid letting these the adhesive overlap on itself, because if it overlaps you're not going to be able to unstick it and then you can't reuse the adhesive. But basically you do that, just keep going, alright, and pull the entire adhesive strip out. Just like this. Alright, so I'm going to set this aside and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Alright, we're going to go over here. This one, the hinge was breaking, so I actually epoxied it. I don't know if you can see the epoxy in there, but yeah. Alright, so to start it, because it's so small, I have to use the needle nose pliers, the tweezers to get it out. Then I can grab it, and same thing, just pull this out, just like this. I think the customer's coming here to pick it up soon, so let's try and do this quick. Alright, so there we go. We're just getting this out. Alright, and again, you want to be very careful not to let the adhesive overlap on itself, okay? And there we go, we got both adhesive strips out. Let's zoom out here. So now that we got both strips of adhesive out, we are going to have to use a small PH0 or JAS0 screwdriver to get the screws out. So there's 3 screws down here. We're going to remove these 3 screws. Okay. Oops, let's zoom in a bit. So 3 screws, one there, one in the middle, and then one over here. Okay, now that we got the adhesives and the 3 screws out, we can actually remove the screen. So to remove the screen, you can lift this up slightly. You want to be careful because the cables are short here. Okay, oops, let's zoom back out. Alright, so while you're lifting up the bottom, then you can go ahead and grab the sides here, and then you can pull it down towards yourself. Alright, and then you can flip it back just like that, and that's how you can get the screen out. I'm not going to show how to remove these cables. I'll do a zoom in so you can kind of see what it looks like. I'm not going to actually remove them, but I'll just show you. It's just like every other model. There's adhesive and then you can pull these out. This one has a little latch and then you can pull it out. But yeah. Alright, so to make this easier to put back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up like this, and then I'm going to rest the screen on the back here, okay? So now what we're going to do is we have to put the adhesive back. It's a little bit tricky, let's see here, because it helps if you have someone to help you hold this, or I'm actually going to use this little phone stand thing, so I can use that to help hold the screen into place. So I'm just going to rest the computer on it like that. Okay, so let's see here. I need to get this a certain way. Okay, maybe like that. That kind of helps. Is it going to just fall over? It might still fall over. Okay, so I'm going to have to do it the difficult way. But anyways, yeah, it'll help. You can lean this on a wall or something so that it doesn't fall over, or something heavy. Okay, there we go. No, that's not going to really work. My customer is outside waiting, so I need to be quick with this. Okay, so I don't know how I'm going to hold this up. Let's put this heater thing behind it. I don't have a big wall here close to my desk to hold this up. All right, so the adhesive, pretty straightforward to put back. Basically, you just do the opposite of how we took it out. So we took it out when it was like this, okay? So actually, I'll hold it up with my body, I guess. All right, so what we're gonna do, we wanna put the adhesive back in. Oh, I guess it works this way. Okay, so we'll put it flat down like this, okay? Customer's waiting, so I need to be quick. So the main thing is you wanna get this little tab back into place. So just get that lined up in that little crevice there, okay? And then this adhesive just follows the line here along this edge. Okay, just like this, and just rest it back down completely flat and you should be good. All right, we're just going to do that on both sides. The adhesive is a bit stretched, so I am going to have to somewhat try and push it closer a little. Okay. Okay, if it's too long, you can actually cut some of the extra off. Because after you pull it out to stretch it, it gets too long. So as you can see now, there's too much extra adhesive here, so we're gonna cut that off. Okay, just like this. All right, we're gonna do the same thing with the other side. All right, you just line up that one piece. Okay, get it lined up in that little groove down there. Customer's waiting there. They called me, so I need to be really quick with this. All right, and just line this back down. Okay, this one actually fits, so I don't have to cut it or anything. But there we go. Okay, sorry, it's like zoomed out quite a bit. Okay, so now to put this thing back in, what you're gonna do, you want to be very careful not to let it drop down. Hold this up slightly, okay? Don't let it touch down. And then you're gonna get the top in first, okay? So slide the top in, make sure the top is flush up here. Looks good. And then once you get everything flush, you can go ahead and drop it down, okay? So go. As you can see, I didn't disconnect the battery, and that's because I didn't disconnect the cabling. So you only need to disconnect the battery if you're going to disconnect the cables. Since I had no intention of disconnecting the cables, I just left it as is. All right, so let's close this back over this way. And then let's go ahead and put back the 3 screws. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, once you got those 3 screws in, we're just going to put that bezel back on. So the bezel, the way you get that on, you put the bottom piece first, like this. Okay, and then you just rotate and then push the top back down. Okay, so make sure you get the bottom in first, and then you can go ahead and go along the top and snap it into place. All right, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Hopefully this video helped you guys. If it did, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others. Thank you for watching. If it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel so that I can continue to make these videos for a living. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Let's drop this.